Right, hello. Well, it's the 5th of September, so about time just to do a recap on what's happening in the garden. The banana over there, it produced a lot of sort of suckers at the bottom of new plants, and I thought they'd just pull off, but they grow out from the base, and so they were quite difficult to get off. Initially I started cutting up from below, but then that wouldn't work, so I cut in diagonally on the edges and produced some more plants, and I think they'll make it, and they'll come in over the winter. Then I've collected quite a lot of seed, particularly at the moment it's Sweet William, and I'm going to sow those probably in the early spring and try and have some new plants. Got quite a lot of plants that'll need to come in over the winter. I'll just wander down the garden. The Upton show is next week, so Stephen and myself are hoping to enter some plants and vegetables for that. Right, let's just go and have a little wander down the garden, see what's going on. Oh, there's a cat there. That's Daisy. It's Daisy the cat is there. Right, so I did a few bonsai trees, just mainly chopping their roots, see how they come on. Let's have a look. That's sort of a tree, and I just sort of halved the roots on a few of those. I think that's an amaryllis there, but yeah, a few cuttings. We've got some courgettes that are turning into marrows, quite a lot, and that's Alex, my grandson there. Whoops, that's Alex. You okay? You done? Oh, I've got trowels, definitely got trowels. If you look, there's a thing called a trug, which is I think a gardening or horticultural term in here. There, if you grab hold of that, that's got the devices you need. Okay, there we go. Right, so we just have a little wander down. This year's ambition, as per last year, was to try and get a bit more colour in the garden. I have had more colour under the shade of the Cotoneaster. In particular, the canna lily did well. I'm going to try and save seeds from that. And then I've got the sort of diagonal border over there, which again the flowers gone down now. And then over there by the mulberry tree, which I like, I'm getting my grandson to dig over there. I'll import some more soil, put in daffodils. I think I might some stage make that just grass down there, so that one could run around the mulberry tree. But for the spring I'll put in spring bulbs of daffodils and things. I think that's my ambition there. Yeah. So there's Pussycat. Right, so just to wander down. So we did have terribly dry summer, and then last week we started to get rain, and it's amazing how things recover. The grass, I sowed grass seed last week, and it's actually sprouted. September's the right sort of time to plant grass seed, so I think the grass will be okay. We'll come back. As I say, this variegated yellowish leaf is the canna lily, and we've got lots of round prickly things that will have seeds in them. I'll wait till they turn dark, and then I'm going to try and grow the seeds from the canna lily, which I'm pleased. The jasmine at the back, you can't really see it, but I like the smell of jasmine, and that's survived. We've got the orange. It's got little green balls that will turn into oranges, and then we've got lemons. Both of those in pots. Hello, cat. Cat's come to investigate. That's a lemon. And that's a cat. Right, she follows me around the garden sometimes. So as I say, it is possible to grow under the Cotoneaster. The Cotoneaster I like because it's full of red berries in the winter. The birds like it, but it's actually the berries I think may not be quite as good this year, but because of the drought. But I think it'll be okay. So then we've got Alex doing all the work. That's definitely the way to do gardening, is have grandchildren. Caravan's probably going to go. I've decided at the age of 75 to get rid of my large motorbike because I don't really feel safe riding anymore. I think 75 years old is probably old enough to stop riding litre bikes, so that's going to go. So we've got a few tomatoes and runner beans and things. Whether we're going to win any prizes, I don't know. This is Stephen's Pond. The plan next year, I don't know if I get around to it, with Alex's help I might, is to have a bog filter further up the bank and then have some sort of stream running into this pond, and then having dangling pretty plants climbing over the edge to hide the plastic. And yes, that's nice. I'll just feed the carp. That's just feeding the carp. They really like food. The other thing that's done really well this year is actually Mark's conker tree. So lots and lots of beautiful conkers. And that's the fish feeding. Yeah, they're quite efficient feeders. Right, okay. So, as I say, the two areas of colour we had this year were under the Cotoneaster over there, and then this sort of diagonal border here. But I want a third one under the, at least for spring bulbs, under the mulberry tree. I may possibly grass that area because I want Zeffie to be able to run round around the mulberry tree. There we are. So anyway, that's the video in the garden in September. It's amazing how the year goes. Janine's up there. I'll do another video next month, and yeah, we've got a mini medical school reunion in September in Stratford-on-Avon, and I'm going to watch Shakespeare's Measure for Measure the evening before that. Quite looking forward to that. Some of it is about forgiveness, and yeah, that'll help me correlate my ideas. Right, cheers everybody then. Cheers. Bye.